I get a sense of what it's like just from working with him for 4 or 5 months and seeing his extraordinary passion for all of his great loves for, he's someone who finds beauty in the shadows, and he loves Gothic material, and he's such a collector of all that stuff. So yeah, one day I hope an invitation will be in the mail. It's amazing when you meet him. He is such a warm, generous, good-natured, sweet, sensitive man. Being around on set with him is a very light and light-hearted set to be on. But I think he's so wise that he understands that all of our lives are a balance of the light and the dark. But I genuinely found his wisdom extraordinary to be around. Crimson Peak for him is he's poured his heart into it. It's a love song to everything he admires, to the genre of Gothic romance in literature and in cinema. Not particularly. I was always familiar with the archetypes. I think it's impossible to grow up in England and not be. Understanding that the trajectory of Gothic romance is that there is always a young, pure-hearted, innocent heroine who is drawn towards a dark stranger with a mysterious past, and she falls in love perhaps, or she's drawn by her sexuality towards him, and he always has a crumbling mansion on the hill, and so that actually at the time were incredibly revolutionary. This was a deeply repressed time, and especially things like the sexuality of young women and the darker aspects of our imagination were never discussed. It was not societally appropriate. And so Gothic romance was a genre that actually was predominantly came from women, and was a way of exploring those themes, how love is a force of change and is chaotic and often dangerous, and that it can impel you into situations which are terrifying.